Nintendo fans, gather around, grab a Joy-Con, and strap yourselves in for a wild ride. Today, we're diving headfirst into the swirling vortex of rumors, leaks, and pure speculation that is the Nintendo Switch 2. Or is that what we're actually going to call it? Thank you for clicking on the video. If you want to see more stuff like this, please do let me know down below, or just at least consider liking the video. Now, let's face it, the Switch has been a gaming phenomenon. Hybrid, handheld, home console, genius. Joy-Con shenanigans? They could be better. With fantastic launch games like Breath of the Wild, which is literally breathtaking. Now, even the brightest stars eventually burn out. So where does the Switch legend go from here? The Switch 2? Well, that has been what we've been calling it, and maybe you assumed that's what it was. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about, well, there's been a lot of rumors going around lately with some different leaks coming up. If you're curious about more videos on that, you can always go check that out after this video on this channel. But plenty of stuff to talk about with the Switch 2 coming out this year. But the name, yes, I'm calling it the Switch 2 because, well, what else am I going to call it? But there's a lot of speculation going around right now that that's most likely not what it's going to be called, and I completely agree. So the Switch 2, yeah, pretty boring, predictable, and I don't think Nintendo would dare, or would they? Let me know, I guess, down below. We're talking about the company that gave us the N64 and the Wii U. So let's unleash the creativity. Super Switch, that's one that we're seeing here, and all of this is coming from Nintendo Life, guys. So you guys should definitely go check out their article after this and compare it to my opinion on it. So yeah, Super Switch sounds pretty epic, but the abbreviation with the SNES and then SNS, Super Nintendo Switch, probably not. Maybe the new Switch. I mean, they do love to throw that in front of some game titles, but I think we need something more revolutionary. Now, the rumor mill has been churning with this supposed graphical powerhouse coming soon. Now, honestly, with some of the more recent rumors that I've seen, I would not be surprised to see this become more of a Switch Pro, Switch Plus kind of console. I think that they're probably going to be keeping the Switch name on there, but then again, it could very well go the opposite direction because look at the Wii U. I mean, one of the most unmemorable consoles for Nintendo, which I theorize is going to eventually become a collector's item because there wasn't a whole lot of them sold. But that being said, I think we can definitely cross off Switch U, but I think it does bring up a valid point that it could very well end up being called something other than the Switch, because the issue with the Wii U was that many people believed it was actually the same console as the Wii. They did not know there was actually a difference. So honestly, I think there's a very good chance it could be something we haven't thought of completely. Now don't get me wrong, I love seeing things like this, the Switch Advance, paying tribute to one of my favorite handheld consoles ever made. And I actually really like the name Nintendo Switch Up. I think it's quite clever. This logo sucks, but other than that, it's clever. All right, so enough rumors, enough fantasy. When are we actually going to be seeing this mythical console? E3 2024, a surprise direct at 2 a.m. At this point, only Nintendo really knows, but trust me, the moment that iconic silhouette of a Switch 2 Pro, whatever we're going to call it, graces the screen, the internet is going to explode. But before we move on, let's remember what truly matters, and what makes the console is the games that come on it. And right now, there's a lot of rumors going around about some pretty fantastic games coming out later this year. So are they going to be for just the Switch, or are they going to be coming out on the next console? It's hard to say. I think that we are most likely going to be seeing initially a launch on both consoles for some games, and then very quickly, we're going to be seeing everything switch to the new console, just like how it was with the transition to the Switch. Now, whether this is going to be called the Switch 2, the super awesome console, or Zelda's dream machine, one thing's for sure, Nintendo's next chapter is going to be legendary. Now, if this video piqued your interest and made you want to boot up that Switch, or made you more curious of what's to come, please do consider subscribing so you can see more videos like this. And let me know what you thought of this down below. As always, don't be dull, stay sharp, and I am going to see you in just a second in this video that's on your screen right now.